Phil did 20 years, but in my personal opinion, whoever come up with his death deserves double that. Welcome back to Fog Entertainment. 40 years for the guy that came up with his death. And is that David Chase? Well, I think it's safe to say it is David Chase. But we're back again with another video, and today we're looking at, did Phil Leotardo's death suck? Right? We're looking at the Sopranos season 6, and we're actually going to head over. Right? We're gonna head over to Reddit and look about it, right? So, as someone said on Reddit, why was Phil Leotardo not cautious when there was a big threat on his life? Just sitting there with your grandkids at a gas station with no protection, not looking around for threats around you. There was a war going on. Why was Phil so relaxed there? Here, right? That's all good saying that, but it wasn't just a Phil problem. I mean, look at Tony. I was going to see Dr. Melfi. He was going on random wee expeditions just to, get about. It's not just a situation with Phil. Now, I've seen somebody use the excuse here on Reddit because Phil kept himself hidden even from his own people, and Tony needed the aid of Agent Harris to track down his general location. Yeah, but you're at war. What you got to bear in mind is, see Phil Leotardo, Tony, they're recognisable guys. If people are cruising the streets in New York and Jersey and they're spotting these guys, of course they're going to be noticed. I mean, I think the best way of doing it is the rain absolutely goes down ballistico outside. It's like when Tony at the end of episode 20 in the Blue Comet, he goes to the safe house. Like, no, once you're inside that safe house and you don't go outside, no one's going to know you're there. And I think that was like best case scenario. But we did put this poll up almost 24 hours ago, but I thought we'd just react to it now. So 60. Where am I getting? Not one number on that screen is 63. Don't know where I got that, but 23% of the 74 votes said that Phil Leotardo's death did indeed suck, right? So, the minority think it sucked. Well, 77% said no, his death was great. But the way I look at it is, we've already talked about the explanation, right? It's like, the way New York just betray him doesn't really sit right with me. The rain pours. The rain pours for Phil Leotardo. That's some heavy ass rain outside, folks. Hasn't rained here in the UK in about a month, so no wonder it's coming down like that. But someone said, God bless Agent Harris, way more useful than all of Tony's crew. Tony should have made him underboss. Bye bye, pop pop. Bye bye. And then he obviously gets splattered. But I agree with the logic. He should have definitely been more cautious. But it's just the fact that the guy with no name drops him. But that in the mafia, it's people that put. Phil. Who even see out of curiosity? I don't even. Who are the two guys that even killed Bobby? You know what I mean? And it's like the way Tony's crew just brought in the two Italian guys that killed Rusty back across. It's just a bit cheap for me. To be honest, I get it. Say in an ideal world, from a TV perspective, would you want Tony walking down the streets of New Jersey, puffing on a big fat cigar with his big assault rifle that Bobby gave him for his 47th birthday? Aye, that would probably be the best case scenario because it'd be cool action scene city, but of course it's not going to work out like that. But I just think he got killed like a jabroni. But I'm seeing people use the excuse of, he didn't think they'd kill him in front of his family. It's generally not an acceptable thing. But right, he was going into the gas station, right? He was going into the gas station, whether or not that was to make a phone call or he was leaving his family. He was still being not ultra cautious. Like we've seen Tony, he got Carmela and the kids into a hotel, or not, it was going to be a hotel, but then it was another house. And in this instance, probably should have done the same. But all the talk about Jersey's a glorified crew. If Jersey's a glorified crew, could you argue that all rules are out the rule book? It's forget about families. Families aren't sacred anymore. We can attack them. We can do this to them. We can do that to them, damn it. Because this is some good shit, pal. But, yeah, folks, that's where we're going to leave it. For me, I think his death did suck a bit. The build-up to it, Agent Harris gives the location, and then just, out of nowhere, he just gets shot in the head. It's as quickly as this all-out war started, it ended, and it did. To me, it does feel a wee bit lackluster. You're building up throughout season 5 and 6 towards it, and then the last couple of episodes, shit does hit the fan for 10 minutes, and then it just dies down again. and some random guy with a name who's eluded me, but I know they made fun of it, in Salty Aries just shoots Phil. Wee bit lackluster, but R.I.P. to Phil, definitely an iconic TV character.